Hey sisters, welcome back to the 7-day Yoni Love Challenge. We are now up to day 4 of our challenge, so congratulations on getting this far. Today we are going to be looking at the taste of our Yoni. So our challenge today is to fall in love with the taste of our Yoni, and this is, obviously really important if we are feeling any kind of anxiety surrounding our lovers going down on us. So our yonis actually taste different depending on our anatomy type. So she also tastes different throughout the month, depending on what we eat, depending on if we're hydrated or not, whether or not we're wearing breathable clothing. But our anatomy type actually does have something to do with our yoni taste. So even though we do change throughout our cycle with all of these variables I just mentioned, we often have an underlying taste to our yonis. So some sisters are more salty than other sisters. Other sisters are more sweet, others are more tart, as their kind of baseline flavor. But then obviously, if I have a tart or sweet tasting yoni, if I've been sweating, then the taste of salty sweat might be accumulating in my yoni. But yeah, as I said, this can change depending on the time of our cycle, what we've been eating, whether we're hydrated, whether we've had ejaculation inside of us, if our pH is a little bit out. So our yoni being the self-cleaning organ that she is, she doesn't need any external soaps or anything to clean her. She just needs a little bit of water underneath the hooding. And if there's ejaculation inside us, because ejaculate is around a 6, pH is quite alkaline, and our yoni is at 4 unless we're aroused, then this imbalance in pH can occur. So we can, sometimes we need to clean out the ejaculate. We can use watered down apple cider vinegar for this. Obviously, if there are other conditions such as thrush, then there's more balancing that needs to occur. That can take a little bit longer. And also we sometimes we need to look at our diet if we're having recurrent candida overgrowth or thrush, then it means potentially that we have a candida overgrowth in our body, and we're needing to clean out our diet, clean out our bowels, cut down on sugar. That's a whole another story. Anyway, so coming back to our challenge today of developing a loving relationship with the taste of our yoni, as yesterday with the challenge of the smell of our yoni, the same thing. The more we taste our yoni, the more we get familiar with how she tastes, the more of a loving and accepting relationship we'll have with her. We won't have this fear surrounding what is she going to taste like next, because we kind of have an idea of how she tastes. And we can also kind of do this before we're going into a lovemaking practice, so we know if we're feeling comfortable or not to have our lover kiss our yoni. So bringing the right hand onto the heart, left hand onto the womb, taking a couple of breaths here, feeling into the womb, into the vagina, into the vulva. Bring your awareness into this beautiful part of our body. And then either using your left hand to bring your fingers down to the entrance of your yoni, or your right, whichever is more comfortable for you. And just bringing your finger to the entrance of the yoni, waiting there for a moment. Maybe bring your finger up towards the clitoris, and back down again. And then when you're ready, having a taste. Might want to have a smell as well, and see how she tastes. So for me today, she actually tastes like nothing, which is kind of, I've just finished bleeding probably a couple of days ago, so she's quite she's a bit like dry to watery, the nectar that's coming out, so there's not so much scent as there was yesterday. And the flavor is quite tasteless. So some anatomy types are like this often, whereas mine is more like it at the end of my cycle. But yeah, sometimes she often tastes quite tart, sometimes sweet if I'm aroused. She can be salty if I've been sweating, but the overall flavour is kind of a sweety tart flavour. So I hope this has helped you develop a little bit of a loving relationship with the taste of your yoni. I do recommend to do it every day. I do it every day. I do it quite unconsciously now. It's just like a self kind of regulation where I'm kind of just checking in to see where I'm at, how she feels, how she smells, how she tastes. Does she need any extra care? And through doing that, I've just kind of got this ongoing relationship with her where I just feel so comfortable and at ease and connected to her. If you have any questions, if you want to share your experience, please feel free to mention anything you'd like in the comments below. And I shall see you tomorrow for day 5 of our 7-day Yoni Love Challenge. Much love. Ciao.